Welcome everyone to just a little announcement for all my subscribers. I'm going to be uploading more regular tutorials as of this month. I've also recently just subscribed to Patreon, so I'm hoping to get a little bit of support whilst I'm doing these tutorials, and hopefully giving you some quality advice and experience along the way. So I've done this little presentation for you, really just outlining what I'm going to be doing within the tutorials. So for anyone familiar with the tutorials I've done so far, I've been looking at really some of the fundamentals of concept art, going through to doing general kind of, sci-fi scenes, fantasy scenes, things like that. What I'm hoping to do is to go into a little bit more detail with techniques and approaches, and offering some of my advice, insights, things like that along the way. So I've just got some examples of previous work that I've been doing, little sort of bits of concept art. Here's a little clip from a tutorial that I did earlier this year, creating a sci-fi scene using photographs, and some other stuff that didn't sort of make it into the final cut. So I'll be working on a broad range of things. So I'll be working in Photoshop. I'll be drawing. I'll also be using photographs. It's going to range from generally from doing landscapes, so environments, for video games or for films, looking at creating doing sort of character designs, doing vehicle designs, and doing weapon designs, just looking at a broad range of things. It's going to be centered more along the lines of design for video games, because that's what I'm teaching. So a lot of this stuff is to do with designing for video games, designing assets that you can put into video games. That will be in 2D, but also I'll be exploring 3D too. So I'm hoping to include some little bits from Maya and from Mudbox as well, and using those as tools, not only to use it in terms of creating concept art, but also even possibly going on to be able to use the assets that you've created, sort of designed and created, and put those into, say, Unreal Engine. So there will be a direct correlation. It won't just be 2D, it'll be also translating into 3D as well, and hopefully getting assets ready to put into Unreal Engine. I do work primarily in Unreal. I know some of you out there might be used to using Unity. I have used Unity a little bit. I don't use it a lot, but it's primarily Unreal. But it's geared mainly towards the kind of the concept art side of things, environment design, things like that. So I won't be going into looking into game mechanics as such. I'll be going into mainly things like environment design and character design, things like that. So alongside all the concept art, I'll also be looking at things like storyboards. So looking at how you create storyboards. So this is particularly useful for things like if you're designing cutscenes for your video games. I'll be doing some tutorials on those too, and also, of course, for any film students out there, this will be useful for you also, and I'll be able to give you some advice and basically how to sort of create these scenes. Also looking at different camera techniques. So for anyone familiar with things like extreme wide shots, medium shots, medium close-ups, extreme close-ups, things like that, it'll be getting used to the terminology that will be, that all sort of storyboard artists use when they're creating storyboards. So that's pretty much it, really. As I've mentioned, you'll have to forgive me, I'm a little bit new to Patreon, but I'm trying to, of course, I'm going to put the videos on there. You will be able to look at them, so you don't have to kind of pay for the videos, but I am looking for a little bit of assistance, so even just a little bit of money will be greatly appreciated. What I will do is, for people who do join Patreon, I will try to add some added extras. So along with the tutorials, I'll try and include things like the image files that I'll be using for the projects, and any resources as well. I'll put those in for the Patreon customers. I'll also try and give more feedback. I'm always happy to give feedback to anyone who asks, but for Patreon users, I'll definitely be giving a little bit more extra, obviously, because they'll be contributing to my Patreon and to my channel. So that's it, really. It's just a little news flash, just showing you what I'm up to. I've not posted anything for quite a while. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of an update on what's happening at the moment. For those who are familiar with my channel, you'll know that I teach at a university, teaching game design. Very busy time at the moment, obviously. We've got students submitting work, and we've got end-of-year shows and things like that. So it is going to be busy for the next couple of months, but I'm going to try at least just to endeavour to create some little videos and get the ball rolling. And then as we go on through into this year, and certainly into next and beyond, hopefully I'll have a good body of work for you to show and to share with you, and hopefully help you along on your journey in creativity. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching, and yeah, stay tuned. Get in touch if you want to know more about Patreon and how to subscribe and how to pay. And that's it. And hopefully next time you hear my voice, I'll be putting some tutorials online. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and yeah, look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, thanks. Bye.